Welcome to the Mild Exaggeration podcast, where we talk about nothing and everything all at once. With your host, Stephanie,
Angie,
and Mandy. Be sure to tune in every Wednesday for our latest episode.
Welcome to today's episode of the Mild Exaggeration, where we are going to be talking about the day and night mom routines. So, the first question I would like to dive into is, what are the key products in your morning routine that help kickstart your day, and why are they essential?
So I put down a few different things on mine. Face wash, toothpaste, tea, coffee creamer, and of course a book or an audiobook. So for my face wash, I'm really enjoying, I don't really know how to say her name, but it's La Roche-Posay, I think, face wash. I heard really good things about it. And it really has done some amazing changes to my skin. And then, of course, I use my toothpaste by Crest, the Crest Plus toothpaste to brush my teeth. And then, of course, I have to have my Silk non-dairy coffee creamer. I like to get ready for the day and just kind of pop in my earphones, my AirPods, and just listen to an audiobook for my busy days when I have things to get done. Or if I have some extra time to, I guess, relax in my mornings, of course, I would have my tea and some quiet time and, of course, sit down and actually read and actually relax.
Right. Nice. I never heard of that face product you were talking about, that brand.
It's really amazing. I've been seeing it a lot all over TikTok. It's a bit pricey, but I finally gave in for the lotion and I loved the lotion. And then I bought the face wash and it really has improved my skin a lot.
Really?
Okay.
I always see that on TikTok, and I always have it in my Amazon cart, but I never ordered it. So I've been
Yeah,
wanting to.
I recommend it.
I'll try it.
Okay. And what about you, Angie?
Well, I feel like I don't use as many products as I used to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say, before I answer my questions, is I didn't even think about toothpaste or toothbrush. That's a pretty good one.
Just wash your face is all.
I just thought about like what I put on my face. For the most part, I just use water, especially if I didn't have makeup on. I just use water, and I learned that from Mandy a long time ago. And ever since I started that, my skin is better. Like I don't have outbreaks like I used to with my acne. Now I don't even, like I just get like stress acne, I guess.
Right.
See, I tried that with just the water and I can't do that because I have oily skin and I just can't do it. I don't know.
I'll tell you this, how because I had super oily skin too, or had. So during COVID, I done all the oils, like natural oils, like the jojoba oil and the rose hip oil. You put those two together, and it balances out the natural sebum in your skin.
I
And then
tried
you don't
the
have.
jojoba oil. I can't do it. I can't.
It worked. Like I'd done it all of COVID for like a whole year straight, and now I don't have oily skin no more. Like it really balanced out. But
Well, that's good.
I'm not gonna ramble, I guess. Just to answer your questions. It's mostly water. When I do have to like use a cleanser, I do use the Dior Prestige cleanser.
Oh, fancy.
It is very expensive, but it's really good, and just a little dollop of it, small little pea-sized amount, that goes a long way. But it makes your skin feel so soft, and the smell is good. I don't use like toners and all that stuff anymore. It's just like I wash my face, and then my only thing I put on after is sunscreen. And my favorite sunscreen is the Super Goop.
I like Super Goop too. Super Goop is really good.
Yeah.
It feels a little greasy for me. I don't really like it.
No, I love it.
But I'm very sensitive to like the texture and the feeling of lotions. I don't wear lotion because that
I have to say with sunscreen though, it's really hard to find a good sunscreen for your skin that's not greasy. But with the Super Goop, I like that one.
Well, yeah, they have so many kinds. If you do the Super Goop Unseen, it's more like a velvety finish and it's not sticky or tacky. but I like the
I'll try
glow
other ones.
serum. And what about you, Mandy?
Um, I barely use any products.
Mm-hmm.
I most days I wash my face with just water in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do use Dove Beauty Bar when I do use soap. And of course my Oral-B electric spin toothbrush. I gotta have that. Ever since I stopped using a manual toothbrush, it doesn't feel the same. And I'm not really picky when it comes to toothpaste. It's just as long as it's minty. Like I hate the ones where they taste
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
like
Yeah.
like what?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Well, yeah, cinnamon or like bad breath.
Oh, I
You
never had a
Well,
you know the
toothbrush.
I'm
one.
picky on my toothpaste. Like I'm always a Crest Plus person. I have to have Crest Plus
I
or
like that one
I
too.
I don't feel
I
clean.
like it. I like it too, but like I'm thinking about some of the ones like where it's got that minty flavor, but it's like I don't know, like it's very foamy.
Aqua Fresh, I feel like kind of tastes like bad breath.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. I don't like it, but yeah, I'm not super picky. I become very low maintenance.
I've been using the same, not the same toothbrush, but the same brand of toothbrush since I was about 14. The little cheap 96 cents one, the Crest, where it comes
Where do
purple
you
or
shop?
whatever.
Nothing is 96 cents anymore.
Or maybe it's $1 now.
Probably over $1.
Went up 4 cents.
Yeah, I know it's a
It's
cheap
just too much.
toothbrush, the one with the little bumpy handle, and I've been using that same toothbrush since like as long as I can remember. I don't ever buy a different toothbrush.
I mean, I used to use that too, and then for if I have to have a manual toothbrush, I do like the Oral-B Healthy Clean. So I'm a pretty big Oral-B fan.
Mm. Mhm.
So can you guys walk us through your nighttime routine and which products you use or how they have changed your skin?
Mm.
Mm, okay. Yeah. I my what do you call that? My nighttime routine is not really different from my morning routine, except I do wash my face every night with soap. I don't use it in the morning every time, the Dove Beauty Bar. But sometimes I will use flosser picks because I don't floss all the time, I'm not gonna lie. And
Mm.
mouthwash. And I also like to shower at the end of the day. I'm not really a morning showerer, if that's the word.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like to shower at night.
I'm a morning shower person. I don't like
I like
nighttime shower.
morning showers. It just makes me feel more fresh and ready for the day.
Me
Like
too.
I don't know.
I,
It's hard to
I wake up
explain.
I wake up anxious and I just want to get up and do things. So, like, I just feel like when I shower at night, I just get up and my hair's not greasy and I feel like ready to go. I don't know. That's just me.
Really?
But
That's
yeah,
why.
I don't
But
have much of a routine.
no, that's one reason why I don't shower at night because my hair will be greasy when I wake up.
No,
Yeah,
mine don't.
Mine is.
mine does.
Mm. I feel like my nighttime routine is like non-existent.
Well,
It just like depends how I feel. Sometimes I just knock out going to sleep and do nothing. Other times I'll do like a full wash my face, put a face mask on. I'll
yeah,
even
no
put
way.
chapstick on my lip. And there's
Yeah,
some
those
nights I'll
days are
just
dead
go
and
to sleep.
gone.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I do have to do every night is apply Aquaphor to my lips. It's just
Mm,
like I don't know. I can't go to sleep if I don't have it on. But
mm,
of course, washing my face again with the La Roche Posay, I don't know how to say her name, face wash,
mm.
brushing my teeth. And then of course I also use my tretinoin as well.
What's that?
Because I do deal with acne. I'm actually on my acne journey. And healing from that, and then following up with the moisturizer by the same person. I don't know how to say her name. I've seen really good changes in my skin with the two items by her, like I was
Mm-hmm,
saying earlier. And with the tretinoin, it's basically retinol or retin A.
mm-hmm,
It's basically like a chemical exfoliant that
mm.
helps with wrinkles is one of the main reason why people use it, but it also does help with acne and oily skin too. So, and that was prescribed to me from my dermatologist, but
Okay. That was going to be my question. Is that a prescription?
yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever
Um,
tried tea tree oil?
No,
I
I
used
never
to
tried
use tea
tree
tree
oil.
oil
It really
for like
works.
acne scars. It was really good for me.
Me too.
I had what was it? It was for scars. It was turmeric oil that I tried, and it does help a lot. It does.
Hmm.
But at the time I was using it, my face was just really bad, and I stopped using it.
No.
So we really don't have much of a nighttime routine.
Mm-mm.
Stephanie has a little bit more high maintenance
Mhm.
with her chapstick, but that's for another day. So I have a question. Have you guys ever discontinued or stopped using a product from like your routine because it didn't work for you?
Yes.
And what was the product and why did you decide to stop using it?
I feel like mine is 100%. It's Proactive and Clinique products.
For sure.
Those two products I use so much, and it was mainly because like mom kept buying them for me,
Yeah,
and
the subscription of Proactive.
yes, and everything was always Clinique, and I'm not even kidding. Once I stopped using those two products, I realized that my acne wasn't that bad.
Yeah, for me.
Those products made my skin worse. They made my skin more oily. It was terrible. Once I stopped using a lot of products and I keep it super minimal, that's when I noticed that my skin is not that bad.
For sure.
So I feel like those two main products, I stopped using them.
Oh, yeah,
Mine's
I
the
agree.
Cetaphil products.
Oh,
Cetaphil
really?
products for sure. Yes, the
Wow.
face wash, the lotion, the moisturizer. They claim to be better for your skin, and even like dermatologists, like they told me,
Right.
my old dermatologist told me to use that for face wash and lotion. But it would just still leave my face feeling greasy, and
Yeah,
I
I've noticed
stopped
that.
using it. I had to cut it out of my skincare routine.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what you've done away with is Cetaphil product.
Yeah, Cetaphil, and then I guess in our last question I mentioned the whole turmeric oil, which it does help. It's just I had to disregard it because at the time my skin was just really bad, and
Mm-hmm.
I never got back into those other products to see what works and what doesn't work.
That makes sense. For me, man, where do I start? Especially because I struggled with acne in my late teenage years and 20s.
Mm-hmm.
So I first started out using Noxzema. I don't know how that got in my
Oh, I
hands.
forgot about that.
I assume it was mom.
Yeah.
And then from there, I used Neutrogena for a while, and that was like their
Mm-hmm.
toners, their lotions, whatever. And I really think that was heavily influenced by magazines because I was really into like magazines at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then for many years, I used the Proactive system. And again, I think that was just because mom kept renewing the prescription, and I just used it, and then
Is
I just
mom the
stopped.
culprit of our
I
acne
guess so.
journey?
I guess so. I mean, she was just trying to help. And then from there, I went to more of the gentle route, I guess, because I just felt like even with Proactive, like my face would
Yeah.
sting. It just felt harsh. So then from there, I went to it was a brand called Purpose. I used
Mm-hmm.
that for a while, and then now it got really hard to find it. And then from having like the scarring from I had really bad cystic acne, and I would like pick at my face. So to help with the scars, I started doing a lot of research, and that's how I got to Palmer's cocoa butter. So I started using that for a
For
while,
your
which
face?
yes, a Palmer's cocoa butter bar soap,
Oh,
which
I just used to use
actually
it on my body, never on my face for some reason. I don't know.
the bar soap.
Oh, I thought you were talking about lotion. I don't know. Lotion instantly came to my mind. Sorry.
No, it's a bar soap. And honestly, that really saved my face. Like that really helped with the scarring. It did leave my face feeling a little bit like like a residue in a sense, not greasy, but I don't know how to explain it, but I just didn't like that feeling. So from there, I moved on to the Dove Beauty Bar, and I've been using it ever since. So
Wow.
simple reason, for me, I guess less is more, and gentle soap works best for my skin. So I went through quite a few things, and a lot of the stuff that I stopped, or a few of the things I stopped using, was not because I didn't like the product. It just got really hard to find.
Yeah.
And I'm specifically speaking about the cocoa butter bar and the purpose soap. But all the other stuff, when I see it, I kind of like, I cringe. I'm like, oh my God, I can't. And I feel bad
Like
for
you
all the
see
people
these
that
people
still do it.
online that has like a big skincare regimen that they always use and everything. It's too impossible to do that.
No, it is. And I've lived that life for many times, and I would do it because my skin, now I have like more dry skin. But when I was
Yeah,
younger
me
and had the
too.
acne, my face was oily. So I would find myself reaching for like Proactive during the midday too, because I didn't like my face feeling greasy.
Yep.
Right.
So I was probably overusing it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Full
I feel like I
skincare
forgot
is best.
like we forgot to mention one discontinued product that I pretty much used. Every product they ever came out with was Clean and Clear.
Oh, I
Oh yeah, I
forgot
used
about
to use that
clean.
too. And I was
Every
hooked on that for a
single.
very long time.
Me too. I feel like just
I
the last
remember,
like 4 or 5 years I stopped.
I think Stephanie, that you used to use the orange one or something.
Me, the morning
Morning
burst.
burst. Yeah.
Yes,
I
that was
used to
my
have the purple one
favorite.
too for nighttime. I don't know if
Yeah,
just the
me
way that they
too.
advertised it, but I thought it was cool, like
So
having
Me
you
both
could
of
too.
wash
them.
your face
I
dramatically.
I loved those. And then the morning burst line came out with under eye cream.
Mm.
And then they discontinued the under eye cream, and I loved it because I always had like bags under my eyes. They discontinued it. I remember I found it on sale somewhere, and I bought like the whole entire shelf. Like I want to say it was a good 10, 15
Wow.
items. And I just had it for years, and it was probably expired, and I just kept using it until there was no more left. That was my favorite product, even though it was not good for me.
Mm.
I like the products I'm using now. The lotion is
Mm.
just like amazing.
Good, I want to try it. Like, see, like
It's really good.
the cleanser from that La Roche Posay is not expensive, but everything else is pretty pricey.
It's
I don't,
$20. $20 for me for a face wash is expensive.
Well, I mean, compared to Dior
But
or
I
the
mean, it's a big bottle and I'm
Mhm.
waiting to see how long it's gonna last me.
so
Well,
Angie, how much does your Dior cost?
it was $110, I think.
And then
Versus my
Stephanie, how much does your,
$20.
okay, and
That's
I
the
use a like $1.99 bar soap. And whenever it's
thing.
not just $1, I'm like, it should be $1.
Yeah.
I don't want
But
to pay
like
$2.
when I bought the Dior cleanser, like I bought the whole like thing, whole setup. Like it was a serum and a cream and under eye
Oh,
cream.
so it's not just $100 face wash, it's
No,
the
it's just
whole,
100. No, it's just $100 for face wash.
oh wow, okay.
I spent like a lot of money. It was so stupid that I'll never do that again. I guess I just have to try it once, and I'm not gonna lie. The Nordstrom's lady sold me,
Mm,
and I went through it all. It only lasts like, I think it lasts 3 months, but I probably won't
terrible.
repurchase. I won't repurchase it again.
I can get into the
Because of the
big boy
price?
stuff.
Yeah,
And there's
because of the price. And
Mm,
there was mainly the price, but also because I didn't really see like a major difference. Like
yeah.
it wasn't a good enough difference in my skin to justify the price, if that makes sense.
yeah.
Water
So
in soap is good enough for me.
I got a good
Yeah.
question for you guys. In the terms of time management, how do
Mm.
you guys balance a comprehensive morning routine with getting kids ready and out the door?
Hmm. Maybe I haven't perfected that just yet. But basically just wash up and get on with it. I
Yeah.
don't really do anything.
I'm gonna say I don't do anything. If I have
I mean,
time, I'll do it. If not, then no big deal. There's always tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one thing I do make sure to do. Of course, wash my face and put my sunscreen on, and that's it.
wash your
That's
face
what
and
I'm
brush your
saying.
teeth.
Well, I
That's
mean,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
brushing my teeth, but I feel like that's just a normal thing everyone does.
This
But
is my biggest thing is waking up earlier than everyone and waking up earlier than the kids. For me to have time to wake up, has definitely helped a lot
Mm,
because finding myself waking up at the same time, feeling like, okay, we got to hurry up, rush out the door and get ready. It's like I
right.
did not have that time to wake up where I'm in a bad mood and my day is not really going how I want it to.
Mhm.
And then, getting them ready and just kind of having that extra time, for yourself.
Mhm. I do like when I wake up earlier than everyone else. 'Cause my day does run smooth, but
Yeah.
not
It
every
just sets
day.
the mood
Yeah, it
for your
does.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like being up before everyone else, but even when that happens, I feel like I still just brush my teeth, wash my face, and go on about my day.
That's
I don't
true.
know. It's just something about just waking up before everyone and having that quiet time to
Definitely.
yourself, whether you're just like listening to an audiobook or whatever you're doing, cleaning up,
Mm,
it's just, or getting ready for the day. It's just, there's something different about it.
I
I agree.
know.
Having some quiet.
Yeah.
I agree with that. So, what are some non-product related practices that you feel are necessary to your morning routine to help set a positive tone to your day?
So I guess again, like I just said earlier, having that time to help you wake up and, like I said, get in the mood for your day. But also like having that time to drink your tea or your go-to beverage, coffee, whatever it may be. Opening up the windows for fresh air. It really does
Yeah.
help just to kind of, I don't know, get me in a better mood for my day. Um, so yeah, that's what I like to do.
Angie?
I feel like mine's is about the same. Definitely. I mean, because the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I wash my face, go to the bathroom, all that. And then I turn on the coffee maker and either have tea or coffee, whatever I'm going to drink. And then I have to open the blinds, open the window. I do spray air freshener. And then I do like to have put Alexa on and like put like I always tell her like a morning vibe station or something
Yeah.
like that. And then I don't know, it makes me feel happy and like actually want to fix the kids' breakfast rather than like feeling like I have to. If that
Yeah,
makes
like why do you gotta eat every day?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I feel like those things that is the like probably the only like ritualistic type of thing I have to do every day is like when I
Mhm.
do get up, I have to open the blinds and open the window and do that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I mean, for me, I really do struggle with getting out of bed every morning. It just
Mm.
doesn't matter. Leaving that bed means a lot of stress is coming.
See, I
And
don't
I'm
have that problem. I feel like I wake up with anxiety and I gotta hurry up and get ready for my day. And I got all of these million and one things to do. Like I can't, very
I
rarely
mean
do I
I
sit in bed and read that book or whatever, scroll on my phone. Like I have to, as soon as I wake up, I have this anxiety and I gotta get up.
I mean I feel that way too, but it's not easy. Like I want to stay in the bed. But one thing that I feel that does motivate me to be like, I'm so excited to get out of this bed is honestly from my morning cup of tea.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
Um,
sure.
for sure.
and I think really what changed that for me, because I don't drink coffee, but a specific brand, I don't know how to say it. I think it's called Tetley, I don't know
Yeah, I don't know how
how
to
to say
say it
it,
either.
but it's the British blend tea, and I'm right now really loving using the International Delights Bridgerton berries and creamer.
I never
Um,
tried it yet.
it's so good in
Oh.
that tea specifically, and it's kind of like once I have that first sip, even though I don't finish it, or if I have one sip and leave it and it gets cold and run around the house. But after that first sip, I just feel very like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I can do today. So that's like the only routine that I have is that that tea. I don't really do anything else. Like
Yeah,
maybe open the windows, and I do like lighting a Bath and Body Works candle.
No, I stopped doing that.
I can't do it. My kids like to dig in it and put wax all over, so I gave
Yeah.
up on candles.
Me too.
But
You know
also
what?
something I started doing when I wake up is just kind of, even though I would clean up the house before I go to bed, if there's like certain things that I don't know if this could just be me having like this controlled energy around me, but putting things back in their place, kind of cleaning up, and I don't know, it just helps set that mood for your day
Tone.
even more.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't like cleaning because it never ends.
Yeah,
I
it's an
like
ongoing.
things to be clean, but it's just never ending.
Yeah.
So I kind of learned to not be overly obsessed about it, because then I realized that my whole entire day, which feels like my whole life, is dedicated to picking up after the kids and cleaning.
I
Yeah.
So
started
I
getting into
do,
a routine of cleaning up at night, and that
I'll
way you're
straighten up.
not doing it throughout the day.
I straighten up a little bit before bed and make sure there's no dishes in the sink. And then when I do like the other stuff, put a load of laundry to wash, clean the bathroom, whatever else, I like to do that in the morning, because when the family's sleeping, it takes me like 20 minutes to do it and it's done.
Yeah.
I don't know. I clean morning, noon, at night. And sometimes I get up out of sleep because I fall asleep on the couch and I clean up then too.
Yeah, I do that too.
It never stops.
I get up out of my sleep like, oh my God, I forgot to put the clothes in the dryer.
Mhm. Yep.
That's my fear. I hate that.
Mhm.
So, how would you guys say becoming a mom has changed your nighttime routine? And are there any steps that you had to modify or skip?
I'm gonna say all of them. Everything. Mm, I would say honestly, being a parent in general modified my entire skincare routine because I used to do it for enjoyment and I love this skincare routine. I mean, I used to have the little thing you put your face in to do I forgot what it's called. Like this
Like
theme.
this?
Theme
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
minimizer or whatever.
Yes, I had all that, all different kind of face masks, and I loved it. That like that was my favorite thing to do at night. Now it's like I don't do it anymore. It doesn't enjoy me, I guess. It's not enjoyment anymore.
No.
I feel like everything, honestly. My goal for
Yeah.
my nighttime routine is try to get in bed at a decent hour.
And that's one
Yeah.
thing that I was going to say is honestly, it's time for me. Doing things earlier or later than I usually would.
Mhm.
But I wouldn't say that I had to like skip or take out something out of my routine since being a mom. It's just all about time, finding that time to do it.
Yep. I guess that's
Yeah.
true. And I feel like I'm at a point where if I have time, like I don't now it feels like a chore. And instead
Yeah,
of if I have that time, oh, I'm not gonna go wash my face, put all this stuff on. I'm just gonna go lay in bed now and scroll on TikTok.
for sure. Well, I guess the main thing for me is not really being able to have wind down time for myself. It's just basically going through the chaos and then feeling stressed and uneasy getting in bed. It's just like there's no wind down in between. So wind down often gets skipped. But another thing that I used to do prior to kids is, I don't want to say work out, but I would always like do sit-ups. I guess that's working out, whatever, light exercise, I guess. I would
That
do
I think.
sit-ups, I would walk around the house and like I would do some form of exercise and then go in the shower and then go to bed. That is something that I just feel that is totally unachievable nowadays since being a mom.
Yeah. So what are your guys' go-to products or routines for a quick but effective morning setup, especially on busy days?
I think my quick mom makeup routine is something that took me a long time to figure out, especially because I used to be a makeup fanatic
Right.
and needed at least an hour to do my makeup. So I went through a phase of not wearing makeup because I felt like I didn't have the time, maybe to do it the way I want, or it like I had to have that hour. But
Yeah.
with the help of the Essence brand makeup sold at Ulta, it was really a game changer for me because I tried a few other products that were, similar, but I didn't really like them. So basically, my go-to products are all by the Essence brand. I like for my blush, I use the Baby Got Blush Stick along with the Baby Got Bronzing Stick, the Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara, which I like that a lot because I used to put on false lashes every time I did my makeup. I was very into eyeshadows, blending colors, and just a lot of makeup. Now I just use the Luminous Eye Tint Liquid Shadow and the Hydra Kiss Lip Oil. And for foundation, I've pretty much given up on foundation. Now I just use tinted moisturizer and tinted sunscreen.
Yeah. And with the foundation, I don't know if it's just because I went so long without wearing makeup to where it feels so heavy on your face and I
Yes,
feel like I
Yeah,
can't breathe with it on.
yeah,
definitely.
it's very uncomfortable.
But
Oh,
with
and
my sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, I also use an eyelash curler.
Fancy.
Yes, and eyeliner is optional nowadays.
It's
Yeah,
optional.
If I'm wearing eyeliner, it's a fancy occasion.
yeah,
And the
me
fancy
too.
occasions, I don't even wear eyeliner anymore. When before, if
Mm,
you was to see that pink line on your eye after putting on mascara, I would think that I would look weird. And now it's just
mm,
like I got used to not wearing it. That's how much I used
I
to wear
mm.
it.
mean, I still feel weird, but because I feel like I don't put it on, like I do a bad job and like I need patience and time, I just know that it's better off for me not to attempt because then I'll have to redo everything. So I
Yeah.
just go without.
Yeah.
Mm. I don't know. I feel like my go-to products, especially when I'm in a rush, I just water on my face. I use my ice roller and sunscreen, and that's it. And that's my like routine, especially when I'm in a hurry. And the reason why I love the Supergoop sunscreen and I talk about it so much is because it mimics you having like flawless skin without having anything on it. And it does hide like a lot of the scars or, imperfections on my face. So it gives me like I just stepped out of the spa type of look.
Hmm.
Oh, really? I don't know. I might try it because whenever I
Mhm.
remember when you started using it, I was like, wow, your skin looks so good. So I might
Mhm.
give it another try. I might have got the wrong one because I just got a sample of it from Sephora. I might have not got the right one.
Well, I have to look it up because now they came out with different shades. Before it was just one
Yeah.
tinted of it was just like a shimmery. Now they came up with like a darker or silvery or whatever.
Is there
So I
one
don't
I think
without shimmer?
not the glow screen. The glow screen is a
Oh,
shimmery one, but there is other Supergroup ones that are just like a regular moisturizer. They do have one that's called Unseen Screen. So it
that's the one
feels
I
more
have, but
it
it's the
feels like
matte one.
yeah, like it feels more like like the silk like the primers, but a little bit more jelly
that's what I feel like that would
with
feel
the
like. It's
primer.
just like a primer, and the couple of primers I use, I don't like the feeling that it leaves on my skin.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's what the unseen screen feels like. The super goop is a little tacky. The glow screen is a little tacky, but I like the finish it gives me. I don't know. I don't like matte skin anymore. Now I like the dewy finish.
I don't like dewy. It needs to be matte.
No,
Mm, I don't like dewy, but I also don't like matte products. Like I won't buy anything that says dewy or matte. Like
Yeah.
I bought the matte things, and I guess because I have dry skin now, I really just I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. I feel like I look like crusty.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I want to say with my routine and I don't know. It's a fast routine and it's just a simple makeup routine, just enough to get me ready and get out of the door or go do whatever I need to do. I use the Fenty Beauty Ease Drops tinted moisturizer. I really like the way it looks and the way that it feels and on how long it lasts on your skin. I like that a lot. Um, because sometimes they're, eventually patchy or too greasy or something like
Right.
that, shiny. I also like the NARS creamy concealer too. And what's another product that I like? I don't know, my blush and eyeshadow is just like whatever I have on hand. I'm not really picky about that. And then mascara too is just whatever I have. Like, I don't know. I realize I'm not really picky with makeup as long as the biggest things is the foundation or tinted moisturizer.
Yeah. So your blush that you use, is it powder or like a cream?
It's powder. I haven't tried a cream blush.
I used to think I didn't like cream blush,
I
but
never tried.
now I don't even buy powder ones anymore. I like
Yeah.
cream blush a lot, and I
I
think
had the subscription to, I think it's called Ipsy makeup subscription. And I have like a lot of like little blushes and eyeshadow. So whatever I have, it's just I'm using that.
there's actually one that came in the Ipsy bag because I got Valerie the Ipsy, and that's how I discovered that I like cream blush was from that sample.
Really.
I like it a lot, and especially from a person who used to use 20 different makeup brushes for every type of product that I would put on my face, from primer to eyeliner. I would use a brush.
Yeah.
Now I just use my hand, so I like all the cream products. Basically, just feel like I just rub it in, blend it in, and go.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a beauty blender person. I like my beauty blender.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just, I don't know. It feels faster to me.
Yeah. Applying it with my hands, I just can't do. I just feel like it's too messy and nasty and I can't do it.
Well, I definitely have to wash my hands before and after. How do you wind down at night after a long day, from your routines, your family responsibilities? Are there any specific practices or products that helps?
So I would have to say I find myself leaning more towards audiobooks to this question. To help me wind down. Like my winding down for the day is me putting in my earphones, listening to my audiobook and straightening up the house, getting the kids ready for bed and doing whatever else needs to be done. Um, just kind of helps, I guess, keep my mind off of everything and what needs to be done. So definitely audiobooks, I would have to say.
Yeah, I agree to that. And like I mentioned earlier, I no longer have any wind down time. But when I do make it a priority, I definitely like to just grab a Gatorade and read a book. And to me, that's winding down and my peace.
It's so random, Andy. A Gatorade.
Well, that's really what I do.
I started getting into Gatorade too because I just can't, like, I am a water person and I like water, but lately I need something else and I don't want soda because it hurts my stomach.
Well, I always want some type of Gatorade or electrolyte drink because I don't drink during the day and I feel like I'm dehydrated. So I always want some type of electrolyte type drink.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Yeah.
I
winding
like
down, but also recharging.
I like Gatorade, but I don't buy it no more because it has
Sugar
bad
and dye.
stuff in there. Yeah, sugar has dyes. I love the way the Gatorade tastes, but I don't buy it.
But it's so refreshing and thirst
I
quenching.
know.
And it's so crazy now. My favorite flavor
What is
is
it?
grape.
Really?
Ew.
Yes, I used to hate grape flavored. I would never want, whenever I seen somebody drinking like a grape flavored sports drink, I was grossed out. I'm like, ew. And now I
Anything
crave
grape
that.
flavored, I'm like, no. I don't care if it's candy. I don't care what it is. I'm like, no, I can't do
I
grape.
know. I used to be like that too, but there's just something so good about well, actually, I like the grape Powerade. I don't know if I ever had the
Really?
grape Gatorade.
Right. Mm.
I'm a cold
So,
blue person. I like cold blue Gatorade. It's my
I
favorite.
like Cool Blue, but Lemon Lime's my favorite.
Oh, the cucumber one is, oh my God.
No, that one's good too.
And the white one. I like them all. I just don't do red.
Oh, I like
Red
the
is
red one
good too.
too. Yeah.
A red reminds me of having a flu, and I can't.
Right?
I was just gonna say the only time I buy Gatorade is when the kids are sick, and I
Yeah.
buy them red.
But okay.
So it is
Just,
associated with the flu. I
I
feel
just
like
can't.
so I don't have wind down time, but I think I still like fool myself every night that I'm going to get the chance to have a wind down time. So every night it's like the same routine. Okay, I'm gonna clean up and get everyone ready for bed. I listen to my audiobook because I feel like that's what motivates me to get it done. So I put an audiobook on and it always fixes me tea. It used to be coffee, but I can't do that much anymore. So I drink tea while I clean and I have to change my clothes. I have to put my pajamas on.
Yeah.
And then I get everything done and then in hopes of reading on my Kindle, which sometimes it doesn't happen and sometimes I get lucky and I get like 20 minutes before the house is wrecked again.
Yeah.
Well, you have smaller kids,
Yeah.
so I feel like it's a little bit more of a task for you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, to me, it's just I just think I just feel burnt out,
Yeah.
even though my kids aren't as, I don't know, needy as they used to be, but still, they're messy
Right.
AF.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the same thing with me too. Like my kids, they're not little kids. They can do what they want, and stuff for themselves. It's just I would like to get in bed earlier so I can read like a chapter or two rather than reading just like a page or two and falling asleep
Yeah.
while I'm reading.
Yes.
And that's recently what I've been doing these past couple of nights, and it's so irritating because I
Mhm.
want to finish through my book.
Yeah, for sure.
But I feel like lately too, I've been so exhausted that I don't even want to read because I just
Yeah.
want to close my eyes. Because that in itself feels like a chore, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Mhm.
So what's one go-to product you guys used to rely on heavily in your life? And since you replace it with a better alternative.
Mine's is dial soap. Again, influenced by my mom. I used to use Dial, the orange one, to wash my face.
Oh
And that
my
was the
God,
worst
that's
thing.
the
Really?
worst thing you can do.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
that was the worst thing I could do. I used to do that so much. And then honestly, like once ever like Mandy, I like listened to her and I stopped using soap. It's so weird. It really made a
Yeah.
big difference.
You went from using the worst to using none.
Yes. And that has made a big difference. And that's
Well,
probably
that's
what I
good.
did. I didn't replace it with a different product. I just removed the product in general.
Yeah. Um, Dial is pretty hardcore. I mean, you won't get another cleaner feeling than Dial, but that just really dries out your face. And it's really funny because we're talking about a lot of these products that we use on our face, and these are all encouraged by mom.
I know that's what I was saying earlier.
So she's like, you got greasy skin? Here you go. Use some Dial.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I would say makeup remover and makeup remover wipes.
Oh yeah.
I no longer use those anymore. Now I just use cotton rounds in micellar water. Micellar water has really changed my life. I have sensitive skin naturally, and I would a lot of the times get hives from the makeup removers or the wipes or scrubbing too hard. Um,
Mhm.
but using the micellar water, it's so effortless. You just literally just wipe gently and it's gone. There's no sticky feeling. Well, I'm sure some brands do. Um, I don't know what's the name of my brand that I buy, but I got it at Dollar Tree.
Is it the Garnier
I don't know.
Fructis?
The which one?
Garnier Fructis?
I heard bad reviews on that one.
Oh, really? Because I remember they were like the first micellar water.
I think so. And then that other guy, I think Mario somebody, I think he made one.
Badescu.
I
Oh,
guess so, yeah.
I used to love their products too, but
I never tried anything by them.
it was really
Something
nice. but
was oily. It was micellar water, but it also had, you can see like, you know how like the oil floats in water?
oh,
Mhm.
And I was just like, no. But Dollar Tree one, whatever the name of the brand is, highly recommend. I would pay way more
really?
than $1.25 for that. Yes.
Well, I know this is kind of off topic, but shaving cream, the only one that I buy is the one from Dollar Tree.
I
Oh,
don't
the
remember
Because,
the last
off-brand
time I
EOS
bought
one?
shaving cream.
well, when I go, I'll buy like, 4 or 5 bottles because it's like a dupe for the EOS one, yeah.
Yeah.
And it really is like there you cannot tell a difference. And I used to give like $5 to $6 on the EOS one. And
I
now I
like
just buy
that one,
Dollar Tree.
but the one I'm using now is the Tree Hut Shave Oil. And I'm very
Oh,
prone
yeah.
to like,
And
what did you say?
I said, how is it?
I like it a lot. It's a little pricey. It's like $10 at Target, but I was very prone to razor burn and
Mm-hmm.
nicks. Like I thought it was the razor that I was
Mm,
using, but when I used that shave oil, the Tree
different.
Hut one,
Really?
it's I don't have that many nicks or
No,
any at all.
it probably lasts you a long time because it's the
It
oil.
does. And it's a pretty big bottle too. And it
Mm.
smells really good.
I don't know. I don't remember the last time I bought shaving cream. I'm just a soap
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
used to do
body
that,
wash.
but I
I always just use the conditioner because I don't put that much conditioner in my hair. So I'm like, well, I'll use it on my legs.
So
I know.
something I did want to get back into what we was talking about with the micellar water and makeup wipes. Ever since I switched to that La Roche-Posay face
Uh-huh.
wash, it even says it on the bottle that it removes makeup and all that. I do wash my face twice with it on days that I do wear makeup,
Mm-hmm.
like like a double wash or whatever. But it does remove all of your makeup.
Oh, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that too. That product you're talking about, and also
The lotion, you guys
yeah,
need to try their lotion.
I think I
Mm,
need to start putting some because especially because I have the dry skin. I just don't like the
yeah.
feeling of lotion. I don't even use lotion on my
And I
body.
know you don't, but there's something about this lotion. Um, like I put it on as soon as I get out the shower, and it makes your skin feel so soft. And I notice like a change in like the skin texture and like appearance.
Oh,
I
really?
don't know. You gotta try it.
Yeah, I'll try it. I want to try that and then the makeup that Angie said, Rare Beauty. So those are like my next purchases for myself, products wise.
Yeah.
Um, but moving on, how do you guys incorporate self-care or wellness practices into your morning or your nighttime routines? And how does it impact or what impact have it does it have on your daily life as a working mom? Like what do you practice that, I don't know, makes your life easier, I guess in short?
I'm gonna go back to the whole thing about audiobooks again. I feel like that's all of my answers to all of my questions for some reason, but it really
Yeah,
does help. Just within, going crazy with the kids and doing what needs to be done, or feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm too tired and I just want to get in my bed and just relax and not have anything to do. It really just puts me in my own little world. It allows me to honestly feel relaxed, at
yeah.
night and kind of get my day going. So I guess I want to say like that is my form of meditation and self-care.
Yeah, I agree with that completely actually because when I think of me time, my healing, myself, it always involves me reading a book or listening to an audiobook. And aside from that, I think I'm still processing and working out maybe the whole wellness for myself. But
Yeah.
I will be honest, I have tried watching like simple yoga stretches on YouTube, which I'd like to make that a part of my daily routine because the few times that I did take that time um, for yoga, it was very refreshing and grounding. I really felt a lot of clarity from yoga. I know that sounds kind of cliche or corny, but
No, I believe you because I deal with a lot of body pain and just back pain or arm pain or whatever, like something's always hurting me. But doing stretches in the morning it helps just kind of, I don't know, loosen your body up, I guess. I don't know what I want to say.
I mean, it does. It
helps.
loosens the tension. It loosens the tension, like both with your physical body and your like mental tension for me.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it was like
No, it did the
anywhere
same thing
from
for me too.
yeah, it was like a 5 or 10 minute video, and I was doing it in the morning and before going to bed. There was a point where I wanted to buy a yoga mat because I didn't have carpet in my house.
Yeah.
So
It's
that's
funny
my
you
goal.
mention that. Just like last week ago or so, I was looking up yoga places because there's one like around the corner where I could walk to it, and I wanted to like go in because they offer a free session
Class. Oh
and
yeah.
then see how it is and if I could like it or if I even could do it because I just feel like I can't do it. I don't know.
Well,
And
being out of shape, it definitely does, but like even
mhm,
if you're not getting into the pose exactly, it still
right.
gives you the benefit, I guess you could say.
Mhm. I want to do it and like that way because I have no morning routine and I feel like the question to your guys' answers is literally I have no routine. I just do whatever I manage to have time for and I just hope for the best. But I
Yeah.
keep like,
Yes.
actively trying to build a routine, and then it always leads back to I'm just tired and I don't want to use my brain and I don't want to do anything. And anytime I have any time, it literally is just to sit down and scroll on
Read.
my phone. Not
Oh,
even
scroll.
read. Yeah. Because I
Yeah.
can't read a lot, especially with Penelope. As soon as I start reading, she comes and she takes the book or the Kindle out of my hand and tells me, once upon a time. And then it's like I get up every 2 seconds. And then, like when you're actually reading, it's different than the audiobook, you got to get in the zone and you're like visualizing everything
Right.
that's happening. But if you got to,
Yeah.
every 2, 3 words, I got to get up, it's not enjoyable. So I don't even
That is
do
not
that.
enjoyable. That's quite
Mhm.
miserable, actually.
So like I
Yeah.
have no routine. Every day is just like a spin of the wheel, I swear. So stupid.
Huh. Daily
You'll
Russian
get into your
roulette.
routine.
It is.
You'll get
Mhm.
into your routine. Just enjoy them while they're small. That's all I'm gonna say.
I
You
guess
sound like a
so.
grandma, Stephanie. My
Well,
saying
my
is
kids,
to
they do
people,
everything for themselves. Like very rarely do they need help with stuff.
That's
well,
good.
mine too, but still, they're messy. And when they fight, and then they get relentless, and that's where
Yeah.
I can't like. Whenever I see people that have kids, or they'll ask me, "How do you do it?" or "How do you manage it?" and I'm like, "These kids don't change. You just gotta manage it. These
I
kids
know. I
rule the world
actually,
nowadays."
everyone tells me that. How do you do it? How do you handle all them? I'm like, well, it's not like I have a
I don't.
choice. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like I have a choice. So
It's just a part of life.
yeah. It's funny.
Or I hate when I go out in public and then people's like, "Oh my goodness. For one, you don't even look old enough to have any kids, and they're so well behaved." I'm like, "Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's
Mhm.
funny."
So do you guys have any specific rituals that are essential to your morning or nighttime routines? If so, what are they and how do they shape your day?
Mm.
I don't think I have like a specific day or night ritualistic routine, but I have a few. But the only thing that's like standing out right now is when showering, I have to do things in a specific order. And if I
Oh
do
yeah.
them out of order, I get this sensation of impending doom.
Oh. Let's see.
It's just the order I do it with, like especially when brushing my teeth in the shower and washing my face in the shower. Like that both has to be done before I wash my hair.
Oh really?
You know.
I feel like I wash my hair first. I brush my teeth in the middle, and I
Oh
wash
wait,
my body last.
I lied. What am I saying?
Hmm.
After I wash my hair, but I won't hair, brush my teeth, wash my face, and then do conditioner. I won't do conditioner before I wash my face because then I feel like the greasy conditioner residues on my face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's weird, but that's about it.
I mean, I don't care like how I take a shower. It's just taking a shower in the morning is just like a big thing for me. Um, because here, like I put like, yes, you know, like the rituals, like if I don't have my morning time, if I don't shower, it throws off my productivity. It throws off my mood, my overall well-being I feel for that day. You know, like today I woke up and the kids was already up and I was not ready to take on my responsibilities or the kids today. So just felt like everything was just all like thrown off. But you know, definitely having that time, you know, with the audiobook or reading in the morning, drinking my tea with no one else bothering me. Nobody asking me questions or asking me for food, you know, I need to have that time. And also, like I mentioned, you know, just making sure to have that shower for the day, or I feel like I can't get ready. I feel like I can't put on makeup. I feel like I can't, you know what I mean? Just like I'm not presentable for the day. Um, and then also at night too, like I have to, if my house is not cleaned when I wake up, it's just, I feel like everything's thrown off
Ruins
and
your
I
day.
feel overwhelmed about everything.
Yeah, me too.
So I don't know if I'm just like a control freak or like what it is, but even down to cooking, like if my kitchen's not clean, I cannot cook. I have to clean the kitchen, cook, and then clean it again
Mm-hmm.
because it's just too
It
overwhelming
gets
for me.
overwhelming. Yeah, for sure. Like
Exactly.
cleaning in a dirty kitchen is just a super overwhelming time. And whenever
Yes.
Joey like cooks, and not only does he use every pot, pan, utensil in the kitchen, he'll do it on top of pre-existing mess. And I
Oh
just
yeah.
literally want a divorce in that moment every time.
You know, I think about this a lot, like nighttime cleaning. I remember like in my early 20s, I promise you I would have had no problem like whatever, dishes are in the sink, I'll clean the stove tomorrow, I'll clean the food out of the pot tomorrow. I'm gonna go clean this mess in the morning. I used to do that a lot, especially when my kids were small. Um, Now I feel like with age, I'm just like, I'm just gonna clean it now, or I can't sleep unless the sink is cleaned out, or if the mess is picked
Yeah.
up.
Like I'm not getting a good night's sleep if
Mm-hmm.
I know my kitchen's a disaster and there's still
Mm-hmm.
dishes in the sink.
Yeah, I'll toss and turn thinking about it. And I,
Hmm.
by the time I toss and turn and go to sleep, it would have been quicker just for me to wash the dishes.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like that came with maturity because I would like definitely being younger, I was less responsible thinking. So I would always just throw it to the next day. And then, well, that messed up my whole day because I spent most of the morning cleaning, repairing the house from the night before. Versus
I don't
now, I'm
want to,
like, huh?
I was gonna say, I don't want to say that it's you weren't responsible. I think it's just with age, you learn time management more
Maybe,
appropriately.
Yeah.
maybe. But like I noticed that like being in my 30s versus my early 20s, like that was the big thing. Like in my early 20s, it felt like so hard to do, and I would like whine and cry about it. Now it's like whatever, it's not that big of a deal. It's done and it's done.
I had Stephanie to help me wash my dishes in my 20s.
Yeah.
That's just it. Like dishes, food mess, crumbs, stuff like that. That's the only thing. Everything else, like the cushions could be off the couch, the
No,
curtains be
my
all.
cushions better be on my couch before I close my eyes. That's all that I know. Like I'm really like, I don't know, like I said, a control freak over the way that
Mm.
everything is in the house.
I mean, I don't want my cushions off my couch, but the thing is my kids stay
Because
up
who
later than
wants to
I
wake
do.
up in the morning?
Well,
How are you
nobody
going to sit
does.
on that couch with cushions off of it and drink your morning tea and read your book? Like how?
I get that, but I think for me, because my kids are a little bit older, they stay up, they do their own thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to stay up all night. I'd rather sleep and then just do it in the morning, and it doesn't, then I'll have my time. It takes 2 seconds versus me keep doing it all night. But I definitely do like to get up in the morning and um
Please.
straighten up my area so that I could drink my tea, read my book.
Mhm. Yeah. Speaking about books, what are you guys reading?
Oh,
Oh,
I
well,
just
good news. I'll let you guys know. I finally finished the Colleen Hoover It Ends With Us.
Okay.
I just finished it day before yesterday. I know it took me a while. But I finally got it done and I loved it.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I really did. And I just now got the part two,
Part
I,
two.
whatever it's called. It Starts With Us, I believe.
Yeah.
I didn't start it yet. And what else am I reading? That's it. I just started reading that. I got that one to read next. I'm not reading anything else. I still didn't finish Verity yet either.
You never finished Verity?
No.
Did you even start it?
I started it the first couple pages, which I'm very interested in. I can't wait to finish reading it. But since I was so obsessed with finishing that It Ends With Us, naturally, I just want to read part two now.
I thought it was just me. Like I think for 2 days I sat there just like constantly reading and just not doing anything because I had to read that book. I had to get through it.
I finished It Ends With Us. No, It Starts With
Wait,
Us.
Starts With Us.
I finished It Starts With Us in one day because I sped it up and I listened to it the whole day because I wanted to know what happened. It was
yeah.
good.
Yeah. I mean, it was good, but it's not the same. It's not It Ends With
Really?
Us.
No, yeah,
Aw.
it's not as good, but it's
But
nice.
it's just one of those things. You read the first one, you gotta finish the second one. You have
Well,
Yeah, I
to.
mean,
that's how I feel.
now the story feels complete. Is basically all.
Exactly.
hmm But now
Uh,
I just finished today Breaking Dawn, the
uh-uh.
Twilight, and I started it's a book called Scared. It's the second book for the Hooked series, and it's pretty good. It's like a fantasy play or Peter Pan inspired book, but it also kind of reminds me of 50 Shades of Grey, but just
Wow.
Peter Pan
Peter Pan,
characters.
50 Shades of Grey. Whoa.
So it's like it's about Hook and Wendy.
Whoa.
I've seen a lot of people talking about it. You mentioned it, I think, a couple days ago, and I've been seeing a lot of people talking about it. And I don't know, I think that might be on my next book to read. But
I was impressed. Like the beginning was like, oh, whatever, this is so corny. But as like I got into it and like more closer to end, it was like really good. I enjoyed it. So I started that today and I'm attempting to read, not do an audiobook, but read Iron Flame. I read like 3 pages yesterday and it's pretty good.
yeah, I was thinking about getting into Iron Flame because I've been seeing a lot of people posting reviews on it and talking about it on Goodreads and everything. But believe it or not, I'm too into the Court of Thorns and Roses book. Like I finished the first one, but
Oh, did
I
you finish
just
it?
started, yes, last night I think it was, I started it, the A Court of Mist and Fury.
Oh, okay. I have that one. I didn't start it yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start
No,
it
I
soon.
started it. I think I'm
It's a
on like
good.
chapter
Bye.
10,
Really?
but I don't know, it's pretty
I
good. And I'm surprised because I thought I wasn't gonna be into it.
Mm,
I
I
have
think Mandy would like it too.
the Court of Thorns
Sorry.
and Roses. No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I have it. I just haven't read it yet. I think I started overwhelming myself with too many things, and I was reading too
Yeah.
many things at one time, which kind of made me not want to read anymore. So I kind of slowed it down, because I felt like that was taking the joy out of it. Just because I was like, I felt left out. Like you guys are reading this book, I'm like, oh, I want to hurry up and read it. I'm like, this is totally taking away from my joy. So I kind of just decided to slow down. But those are on my list: the Court of Thorns and Roses and Verity. I'm very
mm.
excited to read Verity just because I read the couple of pages already.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
I'm also reading Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross.
Oh, are you liking it?
I like it so far. It's just right now I'm too into the Court of Thorns and Roses
Uh,
series to where I'm more so, if I'm not listening to it, I'm reading it. So I'm kind of putting Divine Rivals off to the side. But I
so
mean,
I
it's not a bad book. I do like it, but I'm too into that other series.
I think out of all the books you're like reading with Fourth Wing and the ACOTAR series, all that, you're probably gonna love Divine Rivals out of all of them because it is fantasy, but it's just a very little bit of fantasy.
Yeah, but so far it's cute with
Yeah,
the vibes and just how it
I
is, the journaling
know.
part of it and everything.
I
It is
know.
really cute.
I loved that book like so much. I read both of them in like 3 days. Divine Rivals and Rootless Valves. It was just so cute. I don't know. I loved it, the characters.
Yeah.
Highly enjoyed this conversation today.
Mm.
It was funny, inspiring, exaggerant, and realistic.
Thanks for tuning in into today's episode of the Mild Exaggeration. Don't forget to check back every Wednesday for our weekly post. If you want to stay even more in the loop, be sure to follow our social media. Until next time, keep reading, keep laughing, and keep living your best life. We'll see you next Wednesday.